Okay, so many of you are being called to write. And if you're seeing a time, so say if you see 4:44, you're going to write, because I know some people don't want to do a lot of writing. So you could either do an affirmation 4 times and a prayer 44 times on that paper or on your vision board. Okay. Or you can just write your affirmation or what it may be. If you see 919 9 times and then the prayer 19 times. Or either or, whatever you feel led to do. If you're seeing a repetitive number, write down what it is that you're seeing at that time as well. Okay. So you're being called to write down things that you are having trouble remembering. Okay. You're being called to, when you write your letters and your affirmations, you're going to take it out, turn it clockwise, and on the back of it, write your name 9 times, or depending on that time that you're seeing or the number that you're seeing repetitive. Okay. Whatever it is that you're seeing at certain times, maybe it's a sign or synchronicity that's in the real world that you need to pay attention to. Maybe the color of a car, maybe the birds, how they're moving at the time, how they're sounding, what's going on in the background at that time. If you want to know what somebody's doing or up to, maybe you will see something on social media. Or if you have somebody on your mind at the time, you see 11:11, 2:22, 11:53, 11:33, 11:55. Maybe that's your confirmation on what that person is doing or thinking about or going through at this time. But if you're seeing repetitive numbers, that's what you're called to do, to write down or write your affirmations. And you can get you a burn bowl. And in your burn bowl, you want to put some mint, bay leaves, oregano, salt, whatever you feel called to do. Okay. But as y'all see, the title says, people from your past are posing as readers talking about you. And what I mean and what spirit means by this is you may see people that look like a reader, and you're like, that reader looks like so and so from my hometown. That person looks like so and so from the place that I used to work at. That's because these people are watching readings on you. And some people are also in their energy of posing as a reader, but they're talking about you and your life. They're not a reader for real. They're talking about you, basically building up a hate fan page, basically building up a team to hate you. And they're literally like shuffling cards saying somebody's name could be, and they'll be saying your name, talking about your situation, your flaws, and everything that they dislike about you. This could be anybody. It could be your mom. I'm picking up on a lot of men doing this, a lot of cousins, but many of y'all are seeing people who seem familiar. And that's Holy Spirit wanting you to know that the person that pops up on your mind when somebody seems familiar through the screen to you or looks like somebody, that is the person, that's what's going on the opposite side. They are an op. And what they're doing is posing as a reader, doing false readings to get money. They know that they have nothing else to talk about. They're not chosen for real. They're not gifted. They can't come up with anything else to talk about. So a lot of your exes are doing this, a lot of ex best friends, a lot of co-workers. So you have to be careful with who you're confiding in. You got to be careful with whom you're trusting, giving a tea to, dating, meeting on these Facebook apps, all that, y'all, because these people will do anything for money. Okay. Somebody's name could be Carly. Somebody's name could be Tatiana, Josh, Eugene, Reggie. Okay. EJ, James, Audrey. Look, people do so much things. Like, do you really have to do that? And for some of y'all, it's homegirls that you used to be cool with. They are coming in your life, or they were in your life, and you're now seeing what has been going on. If you're wondering why certain people will try to come befriend you and they're into business that you're not into, thank you. I appreciate the comments and compliments, y'all. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You have an amazing soul. And God bless you and your family. But these people, they just were in your life to be nosy. They were in your life due to what these people are saying online. So these could be a lot of people from the hood, a lot of people that's from the trenches, a lot of people that are in based on income housing, a lot of people who are in Section 8, on Section 8, a lot of people who are in HUD housing. Now I get some of these people, the reason why they're living so lavish and luxurious at this time is because they literally go in people's lives. They are coming off as a reader. So they're a karmic reader. They're a false teacher. And somebody will come to them and say, yeah, I'm trying to see what my boyfriend is up to. I'm trying to see what my girlfriend is up to. I want to read it on them. So they pay this person the amount of money for the reading that they think they're getting. And these people, however they can do, they hit you up on Date Now. They befriend you on Facebook. If you're monetized on Facebook and you're in the engagement groups on anything, it don't have to be Facebook, because some people are on TikTok engaging too. And they come be nosy. They're becoming a monitoring spirit with their Jezebel asses. And they're getting money doing this behind the scenes. Y'all know how y'all see the movies where a lady gets paid to go spy on people's men, and some of the ladies eventually fall in love with the ladies' men? That has happened for some of y'all too. So that's why there is fights going on behind the scenes for some people. And they're like, you told me one thing about her. You told me one thing about him. Like, it's so much going on out here, y'all. For some of y'all, you could be questioning, why did so and so fall out? Why did you and Brendan, Savannah, Jashayla, Decasio, Tiana, all them, why did you and so may fall out in September of 2025? Why did y'all fall out? Why did you have to leave this area? Okay, some of y'all probably were visiting for a few months there with a friend because she said her dude was beating on her, or it could be vice versa, but you were trying to be there for a friend for some of y'all, and you got involved in some shit. You like, I didn't come here for this. I didn't come down here, up here. I didn't book this trip, book nothing for this stuff to go down. And for some of y'all, you seen a homegirl and homeboy's true colors, and you like, I can't come around you no more. Like, I thought you were different, but you're not. And you are literally somebody who is faking. Scorpios is significant, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, lots of water signs, few air signs, okay? I'm getting a lot of people who be out there in the streets shooting up, doing all kind of stuff. So y'all could have been in these areas, not saying y'all were involved, but y'all could have been in these areas around these people in the past who are posing as readers or paying readers. Okay, so we're gonna pull some cards to get clarification. But this is what I was posting on Facebook yesterday too, and telling people what letters they can write to people. But you got nothing to worry about. God has everything under control. All right, deja vu. Somebody could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You a real go-getter for real. You don't have to lie on nobody. All right. Whew. Another reader. You probably could have gotten confirmation from another reader, or you could be another reader. You just don't really trust yourself at this time right now. These are my index cards. The only tarot cards I have are these. And then, let's see. These are oracle cards. But these are index cards. Keep moving in silence. Keep moving on to better for you. Because I know people need to hear this. And it's like real life situations at all. It's not about liking yourself. It's about trusting yourself, trusting your gifts, trusting your intuition. Okay? Somebody wants to be waking up to you, or somebody loves when they wake up to you. Some of y'all could be in a relationship. Big Boogie featuring DJ Drama, Only You. I don't know if some of y'all heard it, but he started off by saying, "Hey mama, it's only you," I think. But I know he do be like, "It's only you. It's only you." I love that song. I fuck with it for real. Okay. Y'all could like Big Boogie. Okay, he's a Scorpio as well. So like Scorpio is here heavy. Somebody's name could be Shay, Morris. tea, herbs, coffee, bones, and dirt. So some of y'all could be root workers. And yeah, I use them. I got my own markers. I use my pens because I don't only use index cards or nothing for my messages. I also write "You Matter" or affirmations on them, and I hand them out when I'm at work or when I go in public, and I hand out cards to people, Or if I order food at home, I'll hand out some to my drivers too. So, I appreciate you. Here's some affirmations and stuff like that too. So be creative. Not only, some of y'all probably don't do your readings because of how you were brought up and what you believe in, but that's why you got to overcome this new system and bring in this new system, overcome the old system is what I'm trying to say. But with the tea, herbs, coffee, bones, and dirt, so you could be a medium. You could be somebody who could connect like that. You could read tea. You could work with herbs. You could be an upcoming herbalist. Okay. You could have bones surrounding your house. You could have buried some recently. You could have had some tea recently. Okay. All right. But the dirt, maybe you've been working with the dirt lately. Maybe you've been gardening or you will be gardening. Okay. But again, the first song that came out is Big Boogie Only You featuring DJ Drama. If y'all are talking to somebody new or about to talk to somebody new, that's going to be a song that one of y'all play. Y'all going to hear around somebody, I feel like, or you have heard this song and you go play it around and find shit. Period, point blank. An affirmation that some of y'all could write while you're doing your burn bowl. Over here, I have wrote, my karmic family members cannot harm nor manipulate my energy. I wrote that 9 times. Okay, that's something y'all could do. Maybe you could be, somebody who could read bones. You know what you can be possibly, and this is what you call to work with and step into. Everybody needs to have multiple strands of income, at least 2 to 6, right? Because a lot of people like to eat, try new things. A lot of y'all want to travel, so you got to have this money. Your money gonna be making money while you sleep. Your money need to make money while you traveling. Your money need to make money while you and your baby out on vacation. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do. And make sure y'all teach y'all kids what to do as well so they can bring in this income. Boom. That's another generation taught. Then when that child get older, or those that are older, if they're already old enough to learn about this, can teach the younger siblings when it's time, or their kids when they have kids, okay? Or take it further, travel the world and become a traveling herbalist, a traveling life coach, something like that. Spiritualist. But yeah, that can be confirmation. Somebody could be very two-faced here. All right. Somebody could have gotten lost. Emerald, turquoise is significant. So Hawaiian roots, Hawaiian colors. So somebody could work at a plant. I don't know the plant of every places or a lot of places, but of course, all of them deal with what and who? OSHA. OSHA. All right. Somebody is a mama's boy here. Y'all could be the mama's boy. You're very wealthy and you're spiritually rich and you are tuned and tapped in. Some of y'all, your parents are readers and you probably don't know, but the cat's probably out the bag and been out the bag. Your divine feminine has a wet, has that wet, okay? Or good, something good. The cat's out the bag. Somebody could be in college. Poly relationships are significant here. Something is divinely orchestrated to happen the way it is. The way an answer is being delivered is divinely orchestrated. Okay. Something is being released here. Could be secrets released, could be some documents being released, or something has already been released that has been talked about. All right. Ooh, group chat messages are significant. Braids. You're not to be played with. I feel like you're older in spirit, different religions. You and your person, you and your family could be different religions. You've been on this journey. All right. You've been feeling different lately. A lot of feminines. Your healing has been paying off. Keep going. So you're somebody who you're working with the earth. You're working with the universe to get past a lot of childhood trauma. A lot of manipulative people as well. Manipulative men. Stay focused on your own plan and own path. You're very strong, okay? Some of y'all could have a chest tattoo or will be getting a chest tattoo or thinking about it. Okay. Salon and barbershop came out. So some of y'all could have recently went there, could be going soon. You could work there, or shoot, somebody that works there could be significant for some of y'all, right? Or this could be somebody that's posing as a reader. You know how dudes be going to the barbershops, linking up, talking to, that's where they be messing up at. And the ladies, same thing. It don't be too much chit-chatting going on in the nail shops. So whatever salon that these ladies was in, they had good money. But this lady that be in a business, they spill the tea. But again, the barbershop, y'all know niggas go in there all the time. You, your person, or somebody around you, they running their mouth. A man who isn't living in his truth cannot and won't ever be a man of his word. Okay. So another reader came out. Maybe a reader at a salon or a barbershop overheard these niggas talking about something. And boom, y'all done heard something. A fire sign can be significant. Okay, or this is what's about to happen, and that's why it's about to be some fights going on. Look, nails came out. You could do them, or you could have just gotten them done, or you're maybe about to get your nails done. So you're contemplating on this. And some of y'all don't really get your nails done for real anyways. You rather paint them at home. You could be very tomboyish. That's why. So like just so happen on the day you decide to go out, on the day you decide to pop out, on the day you decide to go get your hair done, go get your hair chopped with the homies or something like that, y'all just overhear some shit. Okay? And you like, I know I'm not hearing this. Okay? Okay? God had to remove this person, so this could have been a pass for some people. You're very tapped in and tuned in. Somebody is like, this is so real. All right, this could have happened on a Wednesday. I feel like this, at the same time, there is something crumbling down for somebody who lied, but the person who's on the good end of this, they're receiving what they need to. So it's like this was your last frog. This was your last disgusting person that you have ever came across and kissed and been with, fuck with, whatever it may be. But while somebody's shit is crumbling down, yours is over here being built up because you're working on yourself. You're protecting yourself. You're shielding yourself. You're guarding yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the root work, the bones, the dirt that came out, okay? Somebody could be single parent, okay? And I do change it up every now and then because some people don't like saying single mother and single father. Some people would like to say, I am a single man or single woman that has kids. I mean, you could say what you want to say, all right? You're somebody, for some of y'all, you're like, this is my world, and motherfuckers just living in it. Period, point blank, all right? Recognize the signs and symptoms of anybody trying to project their energy, a spell, and etc. onto you. Stay alert. All right. Of course, that comes out in almost every reading because y'all really need to stay up on game and pay attention. Okay. Ooh, Lord. Your mom or a woman who has kids is significant. Could be the lady or one of the ladies that overheard a conversation. Okay. But back to the people who are posing as readers. Let's get confirmation on those. The first one, 5 of Cups with that teardrop that I always say I believe as a water sign. All right. So loss, grief, disappointment, blinded to love, ambitious, diligent, goal-oriented, loyal, faithful, planning. That's Page of Pentacles with mountains and dirt. So somebody could be an earth sign. There's judgment here for a water sign. Ace of Pentacles, an earth sign. 2 earth signs could be losing money. They the ones, they could have been messing with some shit they shouldn't have been messing with. Because look at it. Very poisonous. You don't use too many white flowers in any spells or anything like that. Period, point blank. Okay, this is somebody y'all could have grew up with, who you feel like you had a lot of chemistry with. All right, this could be a man that has kids. This is somebody who could have kids in another state. All right. Page of Swords, 7 of Wands, and Empress. They wanted the Empress to be blinded by this love, but everything is backfiring. on this person that you could have looked at as a friend, lover, anything like that. Okay. Some people who are friends with people, they try to be there for them and think that it's going to be something that it's not. And I feel like some of y'all could have went to a place with a homegirl who looked at you like somebody she wanted to date, but she lied to you. Okay. Chill, Roxy. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Very self-explanatory, very straight to the point, very soft spoken message, but it was there. So you could be very soft spoken, or the person you're interested in is soft spoken. Okay. Yep. Drinking. Inner child, head in the clouds. This is somebody who they're in hermit mode. You could be in hermit mode, or they're about to be in hermit mode because the truth is coming out about them. They're trapped, restricted. They're feeling victimized, helpless, powerless, and blinded because now that the truth is out about them, and that the readings was just them being based upon jealousy, hatred, manipulation, they don't know what to do now. Hell, they probably sitting inside just drinking and smoking. Probably ain't even going to work for real. But really, the lovers came out, but it don't matter what was going on because justice is here for a chosen couple. Justice is here for a lot of couples in general because a lot of people do a lot of manipulation behind the scenes. They try to get to somebody before you can get them. They try to get to somebody because they don't want y'all to be happy. So the single woman that has kids or the single man that has kids, they knew that the empress was going to be very happy with this person. They knew that if the emperor and this empress got together, or the empress and the knight here got together, that this would have been a different position that she was going to be placed in. She was going to be moved from her situation. Probably some of y'all were staying with friends because you didn't have any place to go with your kids or with by yourself at this time, and that's why you had to stay with some people. And this person could have been very, very manipulative, saying that they were one type of friend, but they're not. Okay. But twin flames, balance, and spiritual love, a spiritual connection, and it's destined. So yeah, anybody who fucking with y'all and lied on y'all, know that everything is crumbling down for them. Clock that. And everything is coming up for you. Protect yourself and do what you gotta do, period, point blank. They want you to be confused about a lot of stuff. A lot of y'all don't even identify as Christian, nothing like that. It's a lot of Muslims, but y'all don't tell people that because you know how people are. McDonald's can be significant. Wendy's, some of y'all could be fast food workers, save a lot. Aldi's, Home Depot, Lowe's, Starbucks. So y'all can be a cashier anywhere right now. But that's it. That's the message. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. And see y'all in the next readings.